Hello, friends. Oh my gosh, my lighting is terrible. It's really terrible. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be so bad. Maybe I'll stay back here a little bit. So hi. I'm sorry it's so late. It's been kind of been a busy day. Had a real estate meeting this morning and had a haircut this afternoon. Went to see my mom, did some grocery shopping, just had all kinds of little things happening, and I came home and forgot that I'd had all these shirts laid out, so I had to lay out groceries and fix dinner, and anyway, but I got these shirts done. So I did a whole pile of them. I had 3 of them that nothing happened to them. If you remember last night, we talked about I was going to do these flannel shirts and dye them and make them look real vintage and old. So I had been to, what do they call that? Goodwill. Went to Goodwill, went to Gabe's, just been gathering shirts, you know, wherever I can. Inexpensively, I got them last fall. I got some here recently, and anyway, so I thought I'd show you how they turned out. I saved 2 to show you how I did it. So I know I had a lot of girls asking about it last year when I did it, and so I wanted to wait for the, you know, for the cold weather again, and then I realized, gee, cold weather is upon us, and I gotta get these shirts done. So anyway, today was the day, and I got them done. So yes, and I have a pile of hamburger. Here's my tip. You know, I like to try to give you guys a tip. So I like to buy great big things of hamburger and fry it all at once with, you know, garlic and peppers and onions and all that. And then I put it in the freezer in like pound-sized bags. And then my husband, if I'm busy, he can still make a taco or a chili soup, or I can. And sloppy joes are easy, you know, all of those easy things that you need hamburger with. So I did that too while I was waiting to set up. So I had quite a production line going on in my kitchen tonight. So anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Tammy Neff, and you're on my page called Tammy Loves, and we're going to do our drawing. I should probably do that for those that are interested in the drawing part of this, and then the ones that want to watch the shirt thing, we'll do that after, so you guys can get to bed. It's almost 10:30. I never do videos this late. So yesterday was day 5 of our drawing for our little store. I have a little store in New Concord called Tammy Loves, and in that store I have everything. Hey Nancy, in that store I have everything that I love, and then on this page I also bring you things that I love to do, or that I love, or I share food, or whatever it is that might be awesome. Cleaning supplies, good grief, we've shared all kinds of fun things. But anyway, this is what we are giving away. So let me do a quick drawing for day 5, and this was the little metal ornament, and it says joy to the world. So let me draw that right now. I wrote down all of the names of everybody that commented that they shared last night, and I do that every night. I write the fresh names and cut them all out. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to have enough pages in my tablet, so I'm going to have to come up with another tablet to chop up every night. Whoopsie. So I'm dropping some. If I get many more shares, I'm going to have to do something different. So actually I should put them in a bowl. So if you guys would like to be in on the drawing for tomorrow, I'm going to be giving away this kitchen towel. And it says, too much of a good thing can be wonderful. So I'm going to give away the kitchen towel, and the way that you would be in for the drawing is if you share this video and then comment that you shared it, and I will write down all of the shares tomorrow. Hey Kathy, I'll write down all the shares tomorrow and cut them up and fold them, and we'll see. It only takes like 5 minutes. It's not that big a deal. It sounds like a lot more work than it really is. So anyway, let's do this drawing. I'm going to do it over, oops, my shirt keeps getting caught. I'm going to do it over here, just out of the way, so when they all fall, it won't make a mess on these shirts. So I have 2. Oh, I have 3. I'm going to do it again. That's not fair. Okay, who did I pick here? Linda Gunsmith. Hey, Linda, you are the winner of the little Christmas ornament. Yay! Linda's my Facebook friend. Hey Mary, hey Vicky. Hi guys. Hey, thanks for sharing, Mary. I appreciate you a lot. So anyway, Linda, I will message you as soon as I get off of here and get your mailing address. I think you've bought some things from the shop, so I probably have that and have sent to you before, but I'll go ahead and get it just to be sure. So I'll message you when this is all over. But congrats, Linda. That's awesome. And I appreciate you sharing. And so then tomorrow's drawing, I'll have a new item from our store, and I will be drawing tomorrow night for this kitchen towel. Again, it says too much of a good thing can be wonderful. So that will be the day 6 today's giveaway. Okay, so oh, Linda, I'm glad. Yeah, you're here. Woohoo! Yes, I just saw your name. Congratulations. So I'm glad you're here because I know you were one of them who wanted to see how to do this process. So this is great. So let me show you. And the reason I'm going to show you all of them, I'm going to show you what happens. I don't know how many I bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 shirts here. Out of the 16 shirts, 3 would not take the bleach. 3 would not. I soaked them in the recipe, which is simple, and nothing happened. And so I dumped straight on bleach on them to try to get them to, hey Kelly, thank you for sharing. Hey Connie, you are not a night owl. I am not a night owl. I'm not a morning owl either. I don't know what I am. I like to sleep, that's for sure. I think I just go so full force all day that when it's time to drop, I drop, and in the mornings you know what you're facing when you get up because you're nonstop. So that's me. So anyway, I started to tell you there were 3 that did not do anything. Now I don't know. Where's my glasses? Hang on, let me get my glasses and see if. Let me see if these say anything like what they're made of or anything that you might want to avoid. It says use non-chlorine bleach only when needed. Well, I don't know why, because it didn't do anything to it. I don't see, that's all it says is washing instructions. Oh no, 100% cotton. Pressure, I don't know, it's made in the UK and I can't make that out. It looks like PRESHARUNK is what it looks like. But it says 100% cotton. That definitely should have taken bleach, but it did not. So let me show. Okay, let me show you really quickly one that. Here's what I'm doing. See how the flannel shirt took the bleach and made spots and things and made them real vintage looking. We love these shirts. Of course, we're in Ohio, we're in cold weather, and flannel shirts are kind of a guy thing, and so I think it's just a way to make them girly. Julie and I, when we were shopping at the antique shows, we would see these booths where they were doing these shirts, and so we had to finally figure out how in the heck they were doing them and make our own because we bought too many of them from them. So here's the shirt that nothing happened. Soaked it in bleach, the bottom half, nothing at all happened, okay? So I'm telling you this so that you know, you may not, if you have a store or something like that and you buy 6 of one shirt, you might want to test it first to make sure it's going to do well. Let's see, where's the other one? Okay, here's another one that did not do well, and it feels like a really nice shirt, 100% polyester. So we got cotton and polyester that didn't take. This one's super soft, and it's a great shirt even without bleaching out. My mom sees these bleachy shirts and she's like, you're ruining them. Why are you doing that? But I think they're fun. And then this one says, let me see here, 90% acrylic, 5% polyester, 5% wool, made in Bangladesh. This one did not do anything either. So it did not, I mean, this was the first one I did, and I thought, dang, do I have the wrong thing in my recipe because nothing was happening. So I stuck another one in, and it changed right away. So anyway, I have these 3 that did not do anything. And then I have this one. This was a kind of a risky one, but I thought I'll try it, but it turned out really great. It's just a really light, almost white plaid shirt, but look how it fades out at the bottom. It's just really subtle. Can you tell? I'm not even sure you guys can tell. Here, let me do the back. See if you can tell. It's really subtle, so I kind of like this one. Kind of like that. See how it just got really fadey? So the idea is you put the bottom, well, I've done it 2 different ways tonight. But you dip the bottom in the bleach and water mix for a couple of minutes, and then you dip it in like a little deeper, and then you're supposed to get like a really light effect on the bottom and then a medium kind of an ombre thing going on. So that's how you get the look. But like this one, I used a spray bottle, and instead of spraying it, okay, let me show you. So I took the I'll show you in a minute, but I unscrewed it and I dripped it. Instead of spraying it, I dripped it with the, like I had the trigger in my hand and I dripped it so that they were kind of consistent, okay? And then you can see where I kind of squirted a couple of places, but I gave it a really good squirt back here on the collar. So it really, the light's terrible for me tonight. So that it kind of really faded it out on that. But this one turned out really great. In my opinion, I think this one turned out really great too. So I have 3 bad, 2 good, and then this one was awesome. This one was one of my daughter's shirts, Forever 21. It was a Forever 21. I think, it looks, I don't know, I think it was, that saved like from the yard sale. And so when I did it, it turned pink. You never know what the shirts are, oh, I look like a ghost. You never know what the shirts are gonna do when you dip them. So it's interesting how they're going to turn out. But that one turned out really pretty, I think. And then, let's see. So I had this one and I didn't follow my own rule and I bought several. It must have been a good deal. And so I tried to do them all different. Let me see, and these 2 are the same. Oh, this one's different. Okay, so so here's this one, and it really took to the bleach. So when I was doing it, it acted like it wasn't going to do it, so I let it sit extra long, and it went fast once it went. So this one, I did the bottom just like you're supposed to, and I just spritzed the sleeves so that they had a little bit of fading. I didn't completely dip them, so they just got sprayed with the sprayer. And then this one, I dipped the top. I dipped the collar. Can you tell? I dipped the collar instead of the bottom. So, see? So it's light at the top and dark at the bottom. Here's the other. I'll just show you from the back so you can see the difference. So any of you guys that are going to do this, you can learn from what I've messed with, what they're going to look like. So this is the back of the dipped in the bottom, and this is the back of the dipped from the top. And you can see the longer you leave it, the more, you know, faded it is. See this fade compared to this fade? So that all makes your colors it's variable. It varies your colors. And then this one I just dipped from the bottom, but I also dipped the sleeves. So that made that one a little bit different. This one I absolutely love. I bought 2 of this one. It turned out really, really cool. So dipped and then sprayed in the back in spots, and I put drips on it. So I'm going to show you this dripping thing because I think I like the dripping thing almost more than the half dipped stuff. It's just a little less dramatic, so I kind of like that. This one I dipped from the top. I'd never done that before on our shirts, but I thought I would just try it since I had so many to play around with. I just thought I would try it and see. Now last year I made a bunch of these, took them to the shop, and I sold a bunch of them like this. And then I had a few that didn't sell, which you can tell there's some that you like better than others, or it might be like way too small or way too big. And so I brought it home and sewed some old lace on it and did a little chocolate couture on a couple of them. But this one turned out fabulous. Look at that. It did really good. I love this one a lot. I like that one a lot. Okay, so, and then this one did really good. This one was one that I liked it like it was almost, but I went ahead and did it, and look how it turned out. It's kind of fun, but you can twist them and do tie-dye, you know, with the rubber bands and all of that, and a lot of places do that. But the shirts that we were buying just had more of a grungy look to them. And like when we're riding side by sides and stuff, they're just the perfect thing to wear. And they are more interesting than just your basic flannel shirts. So they're kind of a conversation thing too. So here's another. It's drippy on the back. I dripped. On the front, I dripped and sprayed. Now the spraying, I'm indifferent with the spraying. I'm not so sure about that. But it really made it look old. This one is probably my least favorite. I love the back. You can't tell, you guys can't really tell on there, but I loved how the back turned out. I wished I would have sprayed a little less. It was that one that wasn't taking the bleach, and then by golly, it was taking it. I just couldn't tell like the other ones. And then this one, the front I sprayed, and by spraying it, it just faded the whole thing out. Like it was really, really dark. Like you can see what it was, and I took it too far. So this one I got a little carried away with this one. Okay, and then this one, just for kicks, I had bought this denim shirt, and I had sewn the lace on the bottom and cinched it up in the back, and so I put a little bit of bleach on it because it hadn't sold. So I put a little bit of bleach on it. Let's see if you can see. And then I dipped just the tail. It's like a jacket. So I dipped the tail, the bottom, and then I dipped the sleeves. And I think it turned out really cool. So yeah, this is just more of what we were doing last year, you guys. So we made these whole batches of them last year. So, okay, let me put you down here. I'm gonna face you down. Linda, let me see, what are you saying? She does more. Yes, I do. I do. I probably won't right out of the gate. You'll have to wear one tomorrow. Okay, I will. Right out of the gate, I'm probably not going to take the time. I'll probably take them to the shop and see what sells and what doesn't, and then I'll tweak the ones that don't sell, because they're kind of cool, and not everybody likes the lace and the extra stuff. Or if someone comes in and they're like, I want you to jazz it up more, then I'll do it for them. But yeah, I don't want to overkill and raise the price if I don't have to, you know, because it is more work. So let me flip you guys down real quick while you're here. Let's see, is this the button no, hang on a minute. I got a different tripod than normal. There we go. Okay. So I probably should have laid a shirt out here. Okay, I may have to move you guys again. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I tested these two just to see that you guys would be able to see them. Some take on that dye. Oh yeah, you can see just fine. Some take on that dye really quickly, and not the dye, but the bleach, and then others don't. So this one, I just put a little drop right there, and you can see it. So I knew this one was going to do really well for you guys to like see right in person. So when I say that I sprinkle this stuff, okay, I used the spray bottle, but instead I sprayed. You saw a couple of them that sprayed, and they really faded out, and I can't see you guys' comments because the camera's going down right now. But so I just do this to get a consistent drops. Like, you know, it's tempting to take a spoon and make it go faster, but I don't want, you know, like poor looking lines. I really like the random drops. So I was just using this thing because it's kind of got that fat thing on the bottom, and so that gathers it, and then when it comes out, you just get a few drops. Of course, I'm careful not to sling it around. You can tap it on your shirt or whatever. And then I just kind of let it sit and do its thing. Okay. Oh, I forgot to give you the recipe. It's 2 cups of bleach, just a regular Clorox bleach or any kind of bleach, and 2 cups of water. And that's it. Equal parts. So equal parts bleach and water. And that's what's in this bottle. And then you just drizzle it wherever you think you might want it. And then as it sits, it takes a couple of minutes. They say a couple minutes. Some of them you can see right away. Some of them you can't see at all. So I'm going to show, whoops, I'm going to leave this here so you can watch. But I'm going to keep going here with this shirt. I don't remember, this was just one I tested, and I thought it would show up because it was so dark. I don't know how long it took, but I did keep it for you guys to see. So it's kind, I'm sure there's an easier way. I'm sure there's something else you guys can think of with the drizzler or to drizzle this on, but it's very thin because it's just water, liquid, you know, watery. So it's not like a thick splashless Clorox, you know, it's really thin and watery. So that's how I do it. I should have looked on Pinterest or something to see how other people do it, but I did not. I'm just doing it my way. So I'm sure there's another way. I've never done it this way before. I've always just dipped them. And so I have, I made up a batch. Let me show you. Oops. I made up a batch here. And this is what, and I just put them in a giant bowl, and then I just keep adding more and more and more. And I can tell you, it's a great time to clean your spoons. We use this spoon for our iced tea. So the bleach is great to clean your wooden spoons once a year, right? So, okay, yes, it's starting to turn. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is starting to spot. Yeah, see the little spots? They're just starting to fade. Okay, so let me keep on going here. It takes a minute. And then it takes a minute for it to flip over and do the other side. But after they came out, I think I've got enough of them that are dipped. So I don't think I'm going to dip any for you guys. But I'll show you what I do to dip them. But I think I'm going to leave some not quite so distressed. I kind of like these just really simple. For the chickens, for the ones that want to do it but don't want to be too much, this is perfect. They didn't offer the chicken shirt when I first started seeing them. They were all out crazy, so kind of like the idea of taking it a little easy though. So yes, I did all of these shirts tonight after I got home from the grocery. I don't know, it was probably about 6 o'clock, and it's 10:30 now. So I did that. I fried up all that hamburger, cleaned up my mess, washed these and dried them. So it's not too bad of a process. It took longer to wait on the washer and dryer than anything. So there you go. All right, that's the front side. And so you can see, well, I'm not sure you guys can tell from the video, but this is really, really going to town now. See that? So it just takes a little bit of time, and then, so then this side will get going. So how about I just push this over and let it sit before I flip it? Because it'll, like right now, the bubbles are just, or the beads are just kind of laying on top. So let's do this one so it can be soaking in as well. You can get this one going, and then so let me show you what you do. I'm going to dump this out because I'm not going to do this. Now that I got this mess cleaned up, I'm not going to do this. Hang on a minute, let me wash my bowl out a little bit. Okay, so I just do it in this big bowl. I don't know if it says what size the bowl is. Let's see, I got my glasses on, so let me see if I can tell. No, it doesn't say, but it's a big bowl. You can tell it's almost punch bowl size, really. And so you fill it, I did 4 cups of bleach and 4 cups of water, so I had a good bit of liquid in here. And then I just took my shirt, let me take one that I just took my shirt and I put it in however deep. I did, like, if you don't want the sleeves, then leave the sleeves out and you put it in without the sleeves. So I've got the sleeves are here, okay, and you just put it down in the water and you just put it however low you want. Now, they say to, like, you know, rubber band it as a marker and put it in down to the rubber band, and then you take your rubber band off and you put it down more after a couple of minutes, and then this gets really, really light, and this gets medium, and then this gets stays undone. But like I said, I didn't do any of that tonight. I just went the easy way and just dipped them. So that's why mine are really only two-toned. A couple of them I did a little bit, but you almost can't tell. So anyway, that's all you do. You just let them sit there. Then you wring them out. And then I have a bucket here. And in my bucket is just vinegar and water. It's the same thing. 2 cups of white vinegar and 2 cups of water. Okay, 2 cups vinegar, 2 cups of water, and you just, and so then you wring out your shirts out of the Clorox and water mix after they've set for a couple of minutes. Just wring out what's wet, okay, wring that out, and then you put the whole thing in, or just where it's wet, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to soak up all your vinegar, just dip what is wet from the bleach, and the vinegar and water will set it so that it won't continue to wick up and do the rest of your shirt. So then you leave it sit there for 2 minutes. I'm like 5 minutes. I really don't time it, but I leave it set longer than shorter. and then you wring them out and take them to the washer. Then I do my next ones, wring them out, take them to the washer. So I always have this process going where I'm dripping and I've got some in the bowl, and you know, I've got something happening everywhere. I've got some in the washer, and that's how you're able to do so many at one time. And that's all there is to it, you guys. It's really, really, really easy. I don't know if you can tell this one on the counter, if you can see how it's doing, but it's like right before your eyes. It might be too far away for you guys to tell, but it looks really, really great. So I will plunge. I've got to flip it and do the back. Hang on a minute. Let me just do that so I can show you what I do when it's done. So you flip it over, lay it down. You do the same exact thing. Okay, the same exact thing. I'm laying out my sleeve, and like I say, there might be an easier way. I'm thinking if you had some kind of a medicine dropper, maybe. I was thinking like the turkey baster. You remember the thing that has the bulb on the end and you squeeze it and you suck up the broth? Like one of those might be good if it didn't get away from you and squirt all the way across the room or on your clothes or whatever. That would be a disaster. So I just kind of stayed with this. I felt like I had a little bit of control with this. So again, 2 cups of bleach, 2 cups of water went in this bottle right here. And I am just using my spray bottle, and instead of spraying it, I'm just drizzling the bleach right onto this shirt and making a regular old flannel shirt be vintage looking and look worn. And you guys have seen these. I'm sure if any of you go to the antique shows and craft fairs and stuff like that, you've seen these ladies that make these shirts. And I know I've bought several, my girlfriends have bought several, and so I wanted to make some. I had a little gal in Columbus that she made them and sewed the lace on and just did beautiful work, and I carried hers in my store for a long time. And then it became summertime, and I just didn't get back with her again for this fall. Just not really any other reason except the cold weather just kind of snuck up on us here. So I always put a little bit up on the collar as well. And then if you wanted to, you could, like I did a few where I actually sprayed. I actually put this on here and sprayed it, but it really softened it out a lot, like a lot. So I don't want to do that to this shirt. I really am liking the drippy stuff. So I'm just going to keep it really simple with these drips. Whoops, let me get this over here so you guys can see. Okay. I've been down here to see what you guys can see and what you can't see. Oh, well, for Pete's sake. I'm sure there's a million different ways to do it. We've done it a few different ways in the past. But like I said, I kind of like this. I distressed a lot of them because people really like them distressed. But I know there's a few ladies that would probably go for them if they weren't quite so crazy. So, all right. So this one's all done. I'm going to let it soak in because see all that bleach is just laying on it right now in bubbles. Can you see? It's, yeah, you can see. It's just like little droplets. It's not soaked in yet. So I need to let it soak in. I need to let it get a little faded out, and then we'll plunge it into this, we'll plunge it into the, what do I want to say? The vinegar and water. Equal parts vinegar and water. Now see this one, this one's tricky. See how you can hardly see anything, just a little bit here and there, nothing like much. Okay, so this one tricked me because I had several like this, and this is the one that ended up and went like this. Like it took it, but it didn't tell me it was taking it. Like it took it when I wasn't looking somehow. So keep that in mind too, that, you know, if you don't mind it going too far, some of them will just keep reacting. They're supposed to stop when you put them in the vinegar, but I have a feeling this one must have kept going, and that's why they were so bad, because I never would have let them sit that long. I was kind of going a little more subtle, or trying. So you guys that are gonna try this, just keep that in mind. Learn from me. That's why we do these videos. It's number 1, to inspire you, number 2, to teach you, and number 3, to let you learn from our mistakes. So anyway, that's really all that you do. I'm gonna keep doing it. Looks like that other one is coming along really nicely. It's almost soaked in. So as soon as it's soaked in, I'll dump it down in the vinegar and then I'll let you guys go, because you don't need to watch me drizzle. You can tell that's not a big, it's not a big deal. Getting it up on the collar. Just a little bit. This was just a fun thing to do last year, and I know I had a few of you guys asking to see how I did it. I'm thinking I did it offline because I couldn't figure out how to do it with you guys to watch, because I didn't know how they were going to turn out. So this time I did them in a couple of different batches so that you could see what I was going to end up with someday here. So I will put these in the vinegar. I did rinse them off. When, like this, I won't rinse off, but the ones that I had soaking, I rinsed them off when I took them out of the bleach mixture, because they were just dripping, dripping, dripping. So I rinsed the bleach off as much as I could, and then I put it in the vinegar to set the color so that it didn't continue to wick. But this one here goes really slowly, but it does go. So obviously it really, really goes. So, okay, let me show you. Let me just put this aside for a minute, and I'm gonna show you so I don't have to hold you guys up here too long tonight. Yeah, this one is all good. So I'll get my bucket of vinegar water. And again, it's half vinegar, half water. And so here's the shirt. It's all spotted. See, you can see how spotted it is. All bleached up. So I'm just gonna wad it up here. And I'm gonna lay it right down in my bucket. And I don't have a whole lot of vinegar and water left, but I have enough. So I'm just gonna stick it down in my bucket and get it really wet. Okay, and I'm just gonna let it sit there and soak while I work on this other one. And then as soon as it's done, I'll pull it out of the bucket and wring it out, take it to the washer and wash it. So that's it. So Linda Smith, I hope that explained it for you, because I know you were one that wanted to see. I know you were one that wanted to see it. So, okay, so that's all I have. No point in you guys watching me do more. So, hope you have a great night, and I will get a hold of you, Linda, to get your address. And remember to share this video, and if you guys do, one of you will go and comment that you shared. You have to tell me, and then because that helps my engagement. When there's action on my page, like commenting and liking and loving and all of that good stuff, then that makes Facebook think it's a really good video and share it a little bit farther, give it a little bit more oomph for me. So we're gonna give away this towel. I know it's backwards. It says too much of a good thing can be wonderful. So this is our giveaway that we will do tomorrow. So if you would like the video, share it, and then mark in the comments that you shared it and let me know. I will jot all of those names down. And yes, if you see my pile of stuff over there, I told them earlier, if anyone joined late, that I always go to Sam's Club or Walmart, wherever, and buy a big thing of ground chuck and then fry it with your onions and peppers and garlic or whatever. And then I put it in little baggies, like what I think would be a pound, and then put it in the freezer. And then we get, like, if I get home and I'm exhausted and I think, oh, I'm just gonna make sloppy joes, I just pull it out of the freezer and warm it up and it's ready. It's so easy. So yeah, we were out, we used the last baggie, so I told my husband I was gonna get some more and make the mess. So that's what I did. So, okay, yes, lots of projects going on. So I'm gonna keep drizzling on this shirt. I'm gonna wring this one out and get it out of here. And that's all I have. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, post them here, even on the replay. And the comments come up for me to see. And so I always look back through and answer. I don't usually read comments during these videos because I get sidetracked. And then I forget what I was gonna say, and then the video that's already long goes even longer. So, all right, you guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'm so sorry it was so late. I'll talk to you later. Bye.